Hello there, it's me, Sari here again, and today I'm here with the 7th video in my fun card fold technique series. And this time I'll be showing you 2 techniques of how to make your gift card holder cards. Let's see if I can make heads or tails out of this one. So this is one way to go about it, and this is another way to go about it. And as you can see, you can make these in various sizes. So I won't be giving you that exact measurements. I just want to give you the heads up on how you can think about things and how you can get started making your own gift card holder cards. So I think I'll start off with this one. It looks like a regular card from the front, but when you open it up, you're thinking, oh my goodness, it looks like a Christmas present or something. And here's a stamp that I have designed for Vilda stamps. This gift is chosen with lots of care and thought put into it. And inside here you could actually have a pocket, and you could have your gift card here like so. So you could even put in some money here if you wanted to. So just to get you started, I think I'll start off with this one. So what I have made this time is I've just taken a scrap piece of paper that I had. In this case it is 12 inches by 4.5 inches. You could of course go with 12 by 6 or something similar, just as you can adjust it to your preference. So what you need to do is just find the center of this piece of paper, and in my case it's the 6-inch mark. Just make a score line there, crease it properly like so, and then you're halfway there. The next thing to go about it is to find your way to make the gift itself, and in this case I'm just using another piece of scrap paper just to show you what you could do about it. So all you are going to do basically is to create a box of this kind, and this one will be sitting inside the card. With the other cards I have made them exactly the same width as the card itself. This time I thought I'd just make a box that is a little bit smaller than the card width itself, just to see how much it differs. So in this case I have used a piece of paper that is 8.25 times 4 inches. I have scored it at 1.5, 4, 5.5 and 8, and then an 8.5, that will be the final bit which I can glue the thing together with. And then of course if you want to put in a gift card or something, you can just make a pocket, a faux pocket like this. And in this case I have a piece of paper that measures sort of 3.25 times 3 inches. I have made a score mark here at the, let's say, could it be the 3/8, and then I've made a half an inch, and then I've made it at 2 3/8, could it be, and then let's say 3.5 or something, just so you have some small flaps to go and bind it together with, and so you have some kind of a small spine to go along with it like so. And I think that the best way to go about this could be to just glue it down here. So you can just mark either of those bigger panels to put this one into. And in this case I'm thinking that if you want to make it last, you should go for some strong adhesive. I'm thinking of actually using some glue here just to have the benefit of shifting it if need be. And I'm hoping that the glue will dry clear so it won't be that visible. And I'm just going to put it in the center. If you want to, you could make it bigger, longer. You could do it just however you want to do with it. And I'm just going to add some pressure to it just for a little bit. And I can try it out with a gift card of sorts, just to see if it works. I mean, you could have it sliding through, or you could have it just loosely there if you want to. Of course, if you would have liked to make a stop for it as well, you could have made it in a different way. I'm sure I could show you that in a different video. I mean, it's not difficult at all. But in this case, I'm hoping it'll stay there. So I've come this far, and I might actually just glue this one together with this also. I'm thinking that it might be a better idea to put the overlapping thing on the outside just to give it some more strength and stability. So I'll be putting my glue on the inside of the card, on the same side where the pocket is, and I'll be just closing it down, hoping it'll stay there. And I'm thinking that I'll actually give it some pressure from this side, even putting my hand in or my fingers in there just to give it some more pressure. This is a relatively quick drying glue, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do this without any hassle. So I think that will do it. And of course it's important to think about on which side you're going to put the pocket, and I'm going to put it here. And you could try to have a look, see if you can fold the card together with the gift box inside. So if I'm going to glue it down, it's supposed to be able to go like this. If you would like to put a string on it, as I did with the first one, this is the time to do it. And I have put the string through the box, and it gone through, and then I put it on the outside of the box. So I would first start making a loop here and make it a knot, and then just tie together on that side and then glue it together. And I'm actually going to glue it with glue, because I think that is going to last a longer time. So as you can see, you really don't need to use particular measurements. You can just go with whatever you have, cross your fingers, make yourself a prototype, and just try making things out. I'm thinking that, I'm just wondering, perhaps I ought to have glued it down on the other part as well, but on the other hand, I'm thinking I'll be having a benefit of not gluing it down completely, because then I won't be able to let it go this way. Somehow, I mean, it does look straight here. Well, you see, I haven't put it straight now, have I? That's where the problem is. And you see that the glue is pretty strong, so I need to do a better job. Make it straighter, so I can actually fold it in both directions. More glue in, and do a better job at gluing it down. So I know that I had it this way. So I'm thinking I'll be putting it alongside that score line there. And I'm just going to press it down for now, and I'll be pushing it down just to make it come back to life, like so. So now it looks better, it does. And if I'm going to make it like so, I need to put some glue even here, even though I know it's going to give me some trouble opening it in both directions. I won't be able to do that now, since I'm closing it down like this. But otherwise people won't understand that there's a gift bag, a gift box inside. So if I'm going to do it like this, I'm hoping, cross my fingers, I'll be able to get this look. And of course, all I have to do now is put in the money or the gift card or whatever I want to put inside here, a hidden message perhaps. And just to make sure that this one doesn't flip out, perhaps you could wrap a little bit of paper around it so it will stay close nicely like that. So this is sort of an A2 size card now, and it's a fun look, I think. I actually prefer it to these wide ones. And I wanted to give you another tip. If you would like to make sure that these bits are really where they are supposed to be, I'm just going to fasten them like so with a tiny attacher, because if I have those staples there, I can still cover it up as I did with this one. You could just have yourself, let's say, an embossed, dry embossed piece of paper that you could put there. Nobody is the wiser. I won't be doing some stapling here now because this is one on top, but this is a really quick and easy way to cover up those bits. And you could do the same thing, I suppose, for the bottom piece, of course, because then you could have something beautiful at the bottom as well. So that's a nice way to go about it. I'll be taking my card out now, and so I have a nice prototype to go along with it. So just have these and perhaps put some notes down for future reference. Let's go ahead with another card. I used to call this a gift card holder, and it sort of is. I mean, you could have some money in here, of course, as well, if you wanted to. And this could be something that you could have for a wedding invitation. You could have lots of beautiful information here. You could even make it yourself an accordion leaflet or something here. You could have the route on a map or something, and then you could have the invitation card that somebody is going to pick out when you're going to go to the event itself. You could decorate it however you want to, or you could perhaps make it into a happy Easter card with a gift card in it, so to speak. So let's see, I'm just going to show you the quick way to go about this. In this case, I do have a piece of paper that measures 6 by 12 inches, and what I do is I score it 3 times. I start at the middle, and 6 is the middle of 12, and then I decided on going for 1 1/4 inch, so I ended up at 4 3/4 and 7 1/4. I scored those and I creased them, and I ended up with an M, so to speak. What I have to do now is put some glue. I also did put a mark here around the card itself, so I'm approximately going to end up here, but I'll be putting on some glue here first, just to make sure that it's going to stay closed. And I'm thinking that it will be enough just to put in some glue in a U shape. I don't think I have to go more wild than that. And then I'm just going to push it together, and if I have any excess glue, I think I'll just take a baby wipe to take it away. Just to be on the safe side. And I will add some pressure here. You could also go with some strong tape if you would like to, of course. Or you could use a tiny attacher if you want to decorate this further. So now I think I'm ready to go ahead with my trimmer. And I do have some guidelines here, and I know that I think I'll just put it down here. And it seems like the 2 centimeter mark could do. Or perhaps I should go with the 2.5 centimeter in there. So I'm taking the measurement down here, and I'm just going to find the top piece, and I'm going to drag it down a couple of times because I have a double layer card here. So let's see if it cut through. It didn't, so I need to go back and find the 2.5 mark, and I'm just going to pierce the paper and cut it a couple of times like so. So now I have gone through this. I mean, this is a really thick cardboard, isn't it? So I think that, let's say 3 centimeters could do. A couple of times it doesn't do the trick. I think I'll just go for the other side with 3 centimeters. Hopefully it will be all right. If not, I could use my scissors, but I don't want to give up as yet. So 2.5. I need to go a little bit higher, just a little bit. And you know what? I think I'll just do the snipping of these by my scissors, or with my scissors, like so. So this doesn't really give me that much to put the card in, so perhaps this wasn't the best. And since I have so much glue here, I made a boo-boo, but I could show you a way to rescue this, I'm sure. I thought I'd show you the way that I did the first time I made this card, because I did the same mistake then. So what I ended up doing was I added a punched border like that, and I need to find a paper that I can actually punch through with this EK Success punch. I'm a little bit hesitant of it going through this thicker paper. Let's see if I can make it work. Well, it's a pretty thick paper, so I'm impressed with this punch, I must say. And what you do from the start, you know, I think I'll just take another piece of paper. I'm going to go for 200 gram paper instead, and I'm thinking that I could actually go with the short sides here. So if you want to get your paper started properly, you could actually turn the punch around and do your first punch like so. And then you could just have the paper and align the punch out at the proper place. There you can see that I'm in a good place there. Just praying that I won't destroy the punch because I like this. So let's go back, and I'm going to align it against those circular shapes there. And I'm going to do a punching, and I'm going to continue. Let's see if I can find the proper place for it. There we are. And I could go with the same technique here. Just going to turn the paper over. And I'm aligning it against the ending there. And now I need to remember to take the paper in this way. And it seems like I'm in the right place there. And I have to move it quite far out. I think that is proper. So there we have it. And I'm going to go for, I'm thinking, let's say 2 centimeters. Let's go with 3. I mean, how high is this? This one is approximately 1 inch. I think I'll just try it out that way. So this could be one of those happy accidents when you learn something and learn a different way to rescue things instead of having to start over. So let's go back, and I'm thinking that it could be a nice idea either to have it exactly what it's supposed to be, or I'm thinking that it could have been a better idea actually to just have it even a little bit taller. You know what? Just redo this, learn my lesson and do it properly. So I hope you bear with me. This paper is exactly the length that I need. Let's go and do it again. Of course I could try and punch it with this method as well. Let's see if I can get it right. I haven't tried it out like this actually. I think it's better because I don't have the measurements up on the other side now, do I? So there we are. It's a little bit missing there. Now, there we have it. So let's see. Lesson learned. And this is 1 1/4, so I need to make those that high at least. And since this, let's see, 1 1/4, I'm thinking right about there. And turn it over. So let's see if I could do it like this. Well, it isn't that pretty. I mean, I would have hoped to be able to actually put it there, so I forgot about myself, but let's hope that you can learn from my mistakes. I would actually have wanted to make this even taller. So let's see, if I have it at 6, and then I can add up something. So I'm thinking 1.5 could have been really nice, because then I would have been able to cover it up all the way down there. So a lesson learned. Make yourself a border like this, just a little bit higher, so you can hide that paper underneath. And then you can put in your... You need to glue it down on the sides, of course, and then you can have your card like that. I hope that I didn't make too much of a mess of this time, this video, but I do hope that you still got something to go with it when it comes to making gift card holders and such. And just take your time making them, so you don't rush about as I did. I especially like this gift card holder, which looks like a gift itself inside. So I'm going to sign off right now, and I'll be back some other time. Bye bye.